There we go. We're recording. All right. So this is our Team Play Hard team call for October 16th. And Ellen asked me to come here. I'm Leona Wong. I am actually not directly on Team Play Hard or a direct descendant of Team Play Hard. So I thought I would at least explain, who I am, why I'm here, um, why would I even be on your call, so that you guys understand why I'm in your team page all of a sudden and I just popped in, right? So I started under Holly, right? So Holly's my upline, and I started a little over 4 years ago. So if you start from Holly, and I'm like in Holly's second business center on her right, and I believe that Kelly Amos, right? You guys know Kelly is Ellen's upline, and Kelly is probably on Holly's right. So I don't know how well you guys know how that goes, because it's still a mystery sometimes to me, like which leg we're on and how we see who we see. But Ellen must be on Kelly's right or somehow, because I'm on Holly's right. So because we're all on the right, we see each other, right? So Ellen has been seeing me for a long time, and I've known her from when I started, mostly because our names pop up on the same legs, right? So like I see Jake, Becky, Kara, Ellen, Shannon, and Jen Embers. I can see you guys, so I don't see Sherry, I don't see Dana, and I don't see Adele, I don't think. And I might. Do you guys know, have you ever seen me in your, on your coach sponsored legs or anything like that? Yeah, so are you guys on maybe Ellen's left somewhere?
How
Okay.
can you tell
See,
which leg you're on?
what's that?
How can you tell which leg you're on? Because I can't see anybody above me. I can only see who's placed below me.
So it's good for you to know which leg you're on for Ellen. Usually it's your strong leg, right? So we can go through some volume things too, because it's actually kind of interesting when you start looking at your volume. So anyway, that's why I'm kind of here. So Ellen, and technically this is how the business works, right? So I'm technically part of Ellen's downline because she can see me. I started after her, and so everything that I do, she sees. So my volume is contributing to her team volume, right? So although I'm not necessarily a direct descendant of Team Play Hard, I am contributing to your team. So somebody like Jake, Becky, Kara, Ellen, Shannon, or Jen, and I just picked some of those names because they were familiar to me. There might be more of you guys, right? I just went through real quick and checked my right leg to see. So they would see me too. So they're probably at least familiar with me because they can see me, but they don't really know who I am, right? So that's sort of just the where we are in Holly's tree, right? Because you guys all tree up to Holly as well. So I wanted to give you some background too. So I'm actually a full-time software engineer, and that's how I know Betty. Betty and I have been engineering coworkers together, and I've always been kind of a part-time fitness instructor. So they don't really go together, but I, always wanted to be in fitness or PE or something like that my whole life. But engineering was something I was good at, and it made a lot more money. So I went for that instead. So I still work full time as an engineer. I wasn't really looking at the business to make money. I started as a discount coach, and it was really, hey, Holly's doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but she's posting about the shake. And I wanted to know more about what the shake was because I was skipping meals and feeling really bad. I wasn't sleeping well or anything. So that's pretty much how I found Beachbody, other than Hip Hop Abs several years before, which I didn't even know was Beachbody. And after I drank the shake for a couple of weeks, I knew that it was so good that I really wanted to share that. So that was kind of the gist of it, right? I had the shake, I drank the Kool-Aid, and I wanted everyone to drink the Kool-Aid too. And that was at that point, only 2 weeks in, I decided I wanted to work the business because I wanted to share it. So I came in as a discount too, which a lot of people do. And that was what kind of turned it over for me. And then I think that the desire to motivate people and to get them healthy is what kind of drove me to continue, right? Because I had been a fitness instructor for such a long time. So I had like a reasonable start. I'm an engineer, I'm a type A personality, and success starter, all that stuff. And I ran for it. And I don't know how long it was before I went to Diamond, but I hit that within the first 4 months, 5 months, or it wasn't that long, right? But I built it on mostly discounts, and it was not very strong, So I hit Diamond. I kept it for a little while, and I am actually a fallen Diamond. I have a pretty reasonable business, but I'm still not a Diamond. I'm not getting paid at a Diamond rank. This volume thing that I brought up earlier is really what drives why I'm not Diamond anymore, right? So because I'm attached to Holly, this is the problem I have. And I don't know. I should show you volume later so we could just kind of see, or I'll explain it and you guys can log into your office so you know what I'm talking about. So it was when I learned about carryover volume is when I realized how much volume I had on my right leg, which is my strong leg, which makes me not want to build my right leg, right? Because I want to build volume on my weak leg in order to cycle more. So I opted for putting everybody on the left instead of building my right. And that's why I'm missing my emerald on my right to finish my diamond. So I have people hanging on my right, but they're not emeralds, right? And then I have several emeralds on the other leg because I put everybody on the other leg, right? So maybe I'll do the volume thing right now. If you guys want to log into your office, I don't know if you've ever looked at it. And then once you look inside, you can see what your volume looks like. And you guys could maybe share which leg is your strong leg or not. And that's how you'll kind of know where you're hanging off your upline and then who is feeding your volume. So I think it's good to learn because when I did that, I was pretty surprised at what I saw. I mean, my volume is somewhere, my carryover volume is somewhere on the 600 or 700,000 mark. So that's how much I am not making, right? Yeah. So your placement in the family tree actually does matter. And if you listen to some of the champions, you can listen to a lot of people, a lot of the videos you'll hear, I'm on a dead inside leg, and what that means is they're not getting anybody to contribute to their business whatsoever. They're building their volume on both legs on their own, right? So it's important to understand how your volume is building. So why don't you guys go ahead? Are you in your office? Do you see where your volume is? I think it's under monitor my business. We now have to navigate the new office. Monitor my business. I think it says downline, and then to the right, you'll see volume. You'll see carryover volume and team volume, right? So the team volume is something you're going to look at like every week, right? That's something you probably monitor a little bit more than carryover volume. But so if we start with team volume, which one is your strong leg, right? Has all the volume. So right leg, show of hands. Left leg, don't know? Okay. So is your volume balanced, Sherry?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute you on my laptop with the desktop. That doesn't work. So I'm pretty sure, so I'm building my left leg on my own, and other people are putting people on my right leg.
Okay.
But my volume, I have more volume on my left leg, and it's only my husband on that side than I do on my right leg.
Okay, but so I think that what's important, because you're just getting started too, is to know that your strong leg is your right leg, and it will eventually outperform your left leg, right? So that's totally what happens, right? Because if you're building your left leg to cycle more, right? Because you don't trigger cycles unless your weak leg has volume. right? So when you look at your business, you should be looking at the right and the left, and to understand, like basically you want it to be as balanced as possible, or the 200-100 rule, right? Whichever way it goes, 200 on your strong leg, 100 on your weak leg, and that generates a cycle. So if you are not generating more cycles, then you need to put people on the other leg, or you need to position your people in that regard. So this is strictly volume. We can talk about rank in a minute, right? But so my problem is, and I've always had this, and it becomes a mental struggle sometimes, right? Where I'm fighting putting people on my right because I have so much volume there, right? It's like ridiculous for me to even want to put anybody on the right, because you almost don't get anything but rank from that. I don't cycle. Bless you, Kim. So that's why, so that's what I did. So I've chosen for many years now to just build my left leg so that I could actually generate more cycle bonuses. So I'm just starting to get to the point where I probably should just suck it up, build the emerald on my right, get the extra money for the cycles, and just get my diamond back, and for sure now I'm way more motivated, because now I have Betty, who's a runner. She's going to run. She's going to get diamond, right? So when Betty hits diamond, I've got to be diamond so I can be 1-star, right? So I've been holding back my rank on purpose because I've been working on my volume, right? And that's just a different strategy. I mean, it depends. Like, rank is not everything. Success Lab is not everything. It's whatever you want your business to do for you and how you want it to work for you, right? Because everyone's going to build differently, right? And you don't always know when you sign a coach either, right? Like, oh, are they a builder? Because sometimes they'll be like I'm sure I was really annoying. I mean, Holly told me before, right? She's like, had I known, because you're like, oh, I just want to be a discount. And so she put me on her second business center on another leg, right? And so she's like, had I known, I would have put you on my first business center. But she didn't know, because I was like, I just want the discount. I don't work the business. I have a job. I don't care. And yeah, well, there you go. I surprised her, and now I'm on some weird leg, but that's okay, right? So I still help her business, but I help her in her second business center. Okay. Do you guys, did you see now, was that your team volume page? Did you look at carryover? Okay. So the carryover, and what matters there is that's money not in your pocket, right? And anytime, every week, the volume that you don't use, that's where it goes. It's just waiting for you to earn it, right? And so I use the carryover volume to push me, because that's money I don't have, but I can have. It's waiting for me, right? It's like sitting there waiting for you.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Mine is small on my other side and it's huge on the other, and I add it all up and go, oh my gosh, those dollars not in my pocket.
Yeah.
It makes me crazy to see that number so large on one side and so small on the other side.
So if you are not checking your carryover, use it to motivate you, right? And use it to balance your business, right? Because it's not always going to be about rank, right? It's all in the numbers, right? It's your bonuses from your challenge packs. It's your cycle bonuses, and then your rank will play into that too, right? So at some point you get more money when you're a diamond too. So I get a little frustrated because I've given up the extra $4 a cycle, but I still like the volume that I'm building on my weak leg, but like now I think is the time for me to start trying to work on rank, because then you start looking at star diamond bonus, right? And then those kinds of things. So it was really just me, before. So now, now that I have a couple of other girls supporting me, better now, that are diamond potential people, I need to work on my rank as well. It serves my team better as well to lead from the front, so I don't know. That was kind of what I wanted to share. I mean, now you kind of know where I'm coming from, why I'm here, how I may or may not be contributing to your team, and Karen and I are success partners, if you guys didn't know that. So I think that probably stemmed some of the relationship building more with Ellen. So Karen and I have been success partners for, I don't know, it may be a year or a little bit less. But at some point she started saying, oh, well, Ellen wants me to ask you something, or, this and that. And then I started growing my team a lot. And so Ellen started taking notice. And that's when she said, I really want to add you to Team Play Hard, if that's okay. And I didn't know what it meant, but I really love being here with you guys, and the team is nice. You guys are a nice family, and it's great to feel that, because I'm always just part of Team Fit Finances, which I love, Holly, but that page is so big and it's so quiet, it doesn't feel like a family, right? Where I think I appreciate the chatter that you guys have, and a lot more discussions that you have in your more intimate communication. I think it's been really great. And then having access to Ellen, who has access to a lot of other people, like having Megan in, or I know you guys have probably had Joel Freeman too, I think you've had in the past, or just, having that is great. So I think that Betty and I are, grateful that Ellen has let us hang out with you guys. And we hope that, I can bring more of my team in here, and get to know you guys better. But do you have any questions about the volume, the rank, because I think it's okay if we just talk about that, since we're the folks that are here and other people can learn from that. Did you all find everything, and did you get what I was saying?
Yeah, I can see it, and I've been monitoring it, and that's why I'm like you. I look at it and go, just frustrating. I can't look at it sometimes because I know the numbers are going to be so paling on one side, just because my own, I need to kick it in gear, because you're right. It looks like you're leaving money on the table, and who wants to do that?
Yeah, and nobody
It's just
really
sitting
wants
out
to
there.
do that, right?
Yeah. It's like the added bonus. I mean, you would already get a commission or the other perks that come with it. And then I get this extra thing, this cycle bonus thing that you're just letting sit there.
Yeah, so
It's
I mean,
potential.
it helps you look at it and figure out, as that needs to be part of the strategy of your business, right? So it's, if you haven't been looking at it, if you haven't been thinking about it, it's something you should watch, because it is. I mean, it's crazy. And I ask other people too, what does yours look like? I think I asked Sally before, Sally Garcia. I think hers was like a million or something, right? Because she's been in for a long time, so she's got a lot of unused volume as well. And can you imagine? I can't even imagine what Holly's looks like. She's a direct link to Christine Dwyer.
Right? I was talking to Holly the other day, and she said that she literally, it's like it could be $1 million difference because how she did things or whatever. But explain this a little bit to me. So that imbalance, is that from coaches that have not performed really, or what really has created that imbalance?
Your strong leg. So what happens to your...
Not putting people on the right side they should go on, you mean? Or
No. It's because you have everyone in your downline or upline, as they add coaches based on your position. They add a coach, it shows up under you. Like if you ever looked at the graphical genealogy, you see all these people on that same leg, and you're like, who are they? Those are the people that are contributing to your business.
Oh, guys, okay, I get it. Okay, I get
They
that.
buy Shakeology, they have a coach, their new coaches go under you, right? Because they already have their 2 coaches, right? So everyone only gets 2 people. And then after that, they add somebody, it just goes to the bottom of whoever was the last one that was on that right leg, it goes under them.
And it's always on there. Oh, okay.
Your strong leg.
Okay.
And then your weak leg is all you, and your directly personally sponsored coaches is your weak leg.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. So it's very interesting, and it's very challenging to balance your business correctly. So I don't doubt that Holly's got a $1 million difference. Right. Because I mean, Christine has got a crazy amount of people that are adding coaches constantly. Right. Mm-hmm. So I've never asked Holly that about who, like if she opened it up, who she sees, right? She could see Janelle, or, you know what I mean? And she has Melissa McAllister under her. Holly's got some very strong coaches under her already. So she must, even from not Christine's direct line, she's getting a lot of coaches fed to her volume.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those things. I mean, I just wanted to share that, because for me, I think it's important that you keep an eye on it, but don't let it stress you out. Right. Because it used to worry me a lot more and stress me out, but you can't do too much of that. And I think part of my other message too is because, you know, and Kim, I don't know, I think Kim's been in a little bit longer. How long you been in, Kim?
I'm coming up on 7 years.
Okay, 7 years. And that, you know, in order to make it for the longer haul, you can't freak yourself out too much because you just won't make it. You know, you have to understand that your business is going to ebb and flow, and you're going to be high and a little low and a little flat. And you have to kind of understand, you know, that it's going to happen. Like we're in the season right now where if none of you have been through this season yet, it can get very discouraging.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you have to just get through this season and then look at them for the new year because they will come in January. They're going to be very, very quiet at this time of the year, and it's not you. Okay, what's Ellen doing?
Ellen looks like a Halloween thing or something.
What are you doing, Ellen? What is
In a
she
car.
doing? Is she on the plane?
Maybe on
It's
the
on the
plane.
plane, I think. Yeah, because you can see
Yeah.
above the.
She's shaking her head.
Oh, that's great. Hi, Ellen. We are almost done.
How funny.
So what's really funny about that is Ellen's always like, you need to be well lit.
I thought she was working at a Halloween thing.
Oh, we love you. So anyway, I
funny.
mean, I think we're wrapping it up, Ellen, but I don't know if you can talk at all. If you want to give any parting thoughts for anything, we were just, I coached them a little bit on volume as well and carryover and how that works into your business, and talked a little about slowing down this time of the year, but not to get discouraged, and how you stay with it. You find the reasons you're here. And for me, it's people even like Betty. Betty took more than a year to come back to me. And then when she says, thank you for never giving up on me, that's why I do it. See, I always cry every time I say that, but it's so true. I've had so many people tell me, thank you for never giving up on me. And then that's what you do it for. And the rest comes, right? The rest will come. Lead from your heart. So you made me cry. All right. So I guess Ellen's not going to speak, so that's okay. You guys have any last questions before it kicks us off of my free Zoom?
Nope,
No?
I'm still working through the coach office and becoming more familiar with it. So I love it though. It's so much more user friendly. I'm sure they're working out the kinks. I've seen a few little bobbles here and there, but
Yeah,
I
it
like
is.
it.
It's
They
much
listen.
nicer. And I think that when we get the other side too, because now the other side looks all archaic, right? The shopping
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I've never liked it.
It'll be great when we're not so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm not supposed to have Wi-Fi on yet. Did you hear that?
Rebel.
Did you hear me? I know, we just landed. So I'll have to watch the replay. But thank you so much for doing this, Leona. I can't wait to watch it.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone for at least being here. I was like, no one's going to be on. They don't know who I am. So thank you.
I didn't tell anyone I wasn't going to be on. So.
A lot of people knew, I think.
Well, that I was traveling maybe, but I never said I wasn't going to make it tonight. So.
No, she just said we had a secret or a special speaker or something.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and I'm happy I could share a little bit more, so maybe I'm not such a stranger to your team, and
Thank you,
I
Leona.
look forward to being part of your family.
Yeah, absolutely. You're very much a part of us.
It's awesome.
Oh, I see Dana's on. I see Dana. I can't see who's on, but I saw.
Dina's on, Sherry's on, Kim and Betty, and then Adele was here, but she had to go.
Oh, awesome! Thanks, you guys.
This
All
is
right,
good.
so
Thank you.
I'm gonna end the meeting. Thanks, you guys.
Bye. Thanks.
Okay,
Okay.
bye, guys.
Safe travels, Ellen.